Children, you must have studied about reflection of light. And what was reflection of light? Bouncing back of the light when it strikes an opaque surface. Same way, reflection of sound occurs. When the sound travels through a medium and strikes a hard and smooth surface, a part of it returns into the same medium. This is known as reflection of sound. So, reflection of sound is the process of bouncing back of the sound or striking a surface. Now, certain substances absorb sound, certain substances reflect sound. So, reflection of sound is not the same for all objects. Metallic sheet and plain polished smooth walls are good reflectors of sound, while cardboards, curtain, carpets, foams, gunny bags are bad reflector of sound. In fact, they absorb most of the striking sound. Now children, reflection of sound just now we took up. Related to it, there is a term echo, and you must be very well aware about it. When you go to the hill station and you shout when you're standing, you hear your voice again coming back to you. So, why it happens? It is due to reflection of the sound from the mountains. So, an echo is the repetition of sound due to reflection of sound from a hard reflecting surface like a cliff, a building, a large wall, etc. So, if we shout or clap near a large wall or a big building or cliff, we hear the same sound again after a short interval of time. This is known as echo. Now, to hear a distant echo, the distance of the reflecting surface must be at least 17 meters. Children, you must learn this. The distance between the source of the sound and the reflecting surface must be 17 meters. Children, in this reverberation, just learn the definition. The persistence of the sound for some time due to repeated reflections from the wall, ceiling and floor of a hall is called reverberation. I can use a word for that, goonj. You hear that sound again and again, it has an effect in your ear. That is said to be reverberations. And these reverberation is more pronounced in halls with a polished wall, smooth and hard floor, and a dome-shaped roof commonly observed in temples and mosques. Just now, I took up that hard surfaces, they reflect the sound, they are good reflectors of sound, while soft surfaces, they are good absorber of sound. So, when sound strikes a surface with loose, rough and fluffy texture, almost whole sound is absorbed by the surface, and practically there is no reflection of sound. This phenomena is called absorption of sound, and such surfaces are known as good absorbers of sound. Corrugated cardboard sheets, thermocol, foam sheets, curtains, carpets, gunny bags, paper, coating of plaster of Paris, coir matting, false ceiling of the halls are some common examples of sound absorptive materials. Now children, you know that when you go to a picture hall, it's very huge. If sound is produced, you will hear many echoes over there. But you don't hear those echoes or reverberation. Why? Because those walls are made up of sound absorbing material. So a sort of your picture hall or a theater, that becomes a sort of a soundproof box. So a soundproof box means an enclosure such as a big hall, auditorium, theater hall, conference room, etc., which neither allows the sound produced inside the enclosure to go out or nor allows any external sound to enter into the enclosure. Recording studios of All India Radio, TV studio, movie studio, etc. are behaving as soundproof box. Now, how to design a soundproof box? Which steps to be taken? Panels made of sound absorbing material like compressed fiber board or felt are fitted on the walls and ceiling of the hall. The roof of the enclosure should be covered by a plaster of Paris after putting the sheets of thermocol. Thick carpets are put on the floor as well as at the steps of staircase. This you must have noticed when you are going to the theaters. Heavy curtains are put on the doors and windows of the hall. As far as possible, windows should have double glass panels with vacuum in between them. Why vacuum? You all know sound cannot travel without the material medium, so it will not pass through the vacuum. The seats arranged in the hall should be cushioned seats. And finally, thick rubber stripping should be used to cover the openings of the doors and the windows. So these are the steps which we have to take for the soundproof box. Now children, this chapter is over and your syllabus is over. So please revise the chapter, and now we will be taking up question answers and the exercises of the back. And from next time we'll do the revision. Thank you. Enjoy your day.